so no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again. Oh, we're throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh, not gonna miss a thing. Oh, nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well, be bold, be brave. In the sun, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, let in the sun, all of the best yet to come. Oh, let in the sun, don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, let in the sun, all of the best yet to come. We're throwing open all the curtains wide. Not gonna miss a thing. Nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well, be bold, be brave.
It is 1:42. I'm sorry, I'm 10 minutes late. I got ready to come in here, and all of a sudden, my belly said, "Oh, you need to go to the restroom." I said, "I'm going to be late for my life." My belly said, "I don't care. Go to the restroom." So I did what my belly said to do. Okay, so anyway, then I got to play in a game on my phone and lost time. Okay, so anyway, I'm not used to going live at 1:30. So let me pull this up onto screen. What? Oh, there I am. What happened? What? Well, that's weird. I've never seen it do that before. Well, thank you to the 4 people who are in here. Please say hello. Hit that like button. Today we're going to continue. We're starting with the witnesses for the prosecution. And we're going to start with witness number 1 today. And we're going to go a little bit longer today because I came in earlier. All right. So thank y'all for being here. I could not do this job without you. There we go. Oh, that's better. All right. Let's get started here. I think he's already called the first witness. Yeah, I think.
So do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give in the cause now in hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. You can be seated.
This morning when I woke up, my TV was on and it was playing the trial of the couple who wrapped their baby in plastic and put it in 2 milk crates and dropped it down in a well. And the fireman who pulled the crates out of the well was testifying when I woke up, and the images they showed, oh my goodness, I wanted to start crying. I thought, I'm going to skip this one and go do that one, but I can't. We've already started this one. Lower cholesterol. Okay. We've already started this one, so I want to see what happens in this one. Let's go.
Right in the edge. Thank you.
And you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, could you state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Harrison Schmidt, SCHMIDT.
And sir, I'm going to ask if you can keep that microphone a little bit closer to you so it will help amplify.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
I'm taking photos of books.
Why are you taking?
Now, sir, where do you work?
Cohasset Police Department,
And what is your rank at the Cohasset Police Department?
Sergeant.
You would think they'd have a more comfortable chair. Look at all these other chairs all around the courtroom and everything. There's two right there. They could give a more comfortable chair than a kitchen chair up there for him to sit in.
How long have you been with the Cohasset Police Department?
Full-time since 2012.
And how long have you been a sergeant?
Since January 2023.
Before January of 2023, what was your rank within the police department?
Detective.
And how long have you been a detective?
Since 2014.
And what were your responsibilities in January of 2023?
General investigations.
In addition to doing general investigations as a detective, did you have additional responsibilities with the Cohasset Police Department?
Yes. The lead firearms instructor, taser instructor, certified to certify officers to become firearm instructors, use of force for the department, and active shooter.
Now, in addition to the Cohasset Police Department, do you work with any other law enforcement organizations?
Yes.
Which one, sir?
The Metropolitan Law Enforcement Council.
Can you tell us what that is?
It's MetroLEC. It's a consortium of police departments that come together with mutual aid to share resources and personnel to create specialized teams.
How many police departments are a member of MetroLEC?
About 50
And how long have you been a member of MetroLEC?
since 2015.
And what is your responsibilities within MetroLEC?
I'm on the SWAT team, and I'm the lead firearms instructor for the SWAT team.
And does MetroLEC have a search and rescue team?
They do.
Can you tell us about the SWAT team's interplay with search and rescue?
The Metro SAR team, search and rescue, if they need physical searchers, they will pull from the SWAT pool.
Now, as a result of working with MetroLEC and Cohasset Police Department, how many fatal investigations have you been involved in?
Dozens.
And how many missing person cases have you been involved in?
Between both, about a dozen.
And sir, with your missing person cases, have you been able to recover each individual?
No.
And what are some of the reasons why not?
Medical issues, exposure to the elements, suicide.
Now, are you familiar with the investigation into the disappearance of Anna Walshe?
Yes.
How are you familiar with that investigation, sir?
I'm the lead investigator.
And when did you become involved in that investigation, sir?
January 4th, 2023.
And about what time on January 4th did you become involved?
I was notified on my way back from SWAT training by a supervisor that there was a missing persons investigation beginning in patrol. So I was requested to respond and assist.
And so about what time of day do you think that may have been?
I went to the police station about 4:00 p.m.
Now, sir, when you went to the police station, what did you do to begin your investigation?
I coordinated with the patrol officers that initially responded to investigate.
Yes.
I reviewed their reports. I conducted queries in law enforcement databases to get background information.
And after doing all of these activities, did you have the opportunity to do anything else to further your investigation that afternoon or evening?
Yes.
What did you do?
I went to Mr. Walsh's home and interviewed him.
Now, where is Mr. Walsh's home?
516 Chief Justice Cushing Highway.
And can you tell us about that street? First off, I take it's in Cohasset.
Yes.
And does that street go by any other designation?
CJC Highway or Route 3A.
And so as it being Route 3A, is it a busy street or is it like kind of a smaller side street?
It is 2 lanes divided by a double yellow line, main thoroughfare through town.
And about what time did you go to 516 Chief Justice Cushing Highway?
About 6:30 p.m.
And who went with you?
Officer Lawrence.
And why did you bring Officer Lawrence?
He was the initial patrol responding officer.
And so That night when you got to the Walsh residence, can you tell us what happened when you arrived?
I was greeted by Mr. Walsh.
Okay.
Okay, I'm wondering if he knew Anna passed away in the morning, okay? He determined he was going to, dismember her body and dispose of it in his way, okay? So, but he told everybody that she had gone to DC. So why, when he's filing a missing persons report, would he file it in the town that he lives in if she's supposed to be in DC? Why didn't he file a missing persons report in DC? Because that would be where she's supposed to be missing from. I don't know. It's not making sense. But maybe we'll find out.
And when you were greeted by Mr. Walsh, who else was home at this point in time?
His 3 children.
And what were the children doing?
They were eating McDonald's.
And whereabouts?
In the kitchen, there's a kitchen island that they were seated at.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, the Commonwealth would seek to what's been marked as Exhibit 1, a photograph with the file number SLD 7068.
Any objection to that?
No objection.
Ms. Gilman?
Marked in a minute as Exhibit 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do we want to move them all in? Are there
There's no objection.
objection to this group? I just want to be as efficient as possible. Do you want to move them all in?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how many are there?
52, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you have an index of what their designation is, or can you get that to the court just so that we have a record of that?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll give that to the court at the lunch.
All right, so any objections? I know you've, and by the way, jurors, before a case starts, the parties work together collaboratively to see what evidence they can agree to and what they can't to limit the rulings. And they've agreed that these 52 photos are fair and accurate representations of what they report, and so the defense is agreeing that those 52 photos offered by the Commonwealth are now marked and admitted into evidence. They will be marked by the appropriate court staff.
That's a real pretty house. I like that. It looks like this would either be an ensuite or, like a mother-in-law house type thing, or unless that's the garage. But that is really pretty. I would like to have the house like that. Let's keep going.
That's 1 through 52.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No in evidence. Thank you.
When Santa's sleigh knocked out my satellite dish, I didn't get mad. I got
Friendly.
Now, sir, looking at Exhibit 1, can you tell us what we're looking at? Oh, well, you were going to have a tough time looking at the back. And if I could, sir, I'm going to ask that you could put that as close to the judge's bench as possible.
Oh, sorry.
So it's not blocking any view.
Sure, sorry.
Thank you. Sir, can you see it?
Yes.
Excellent. What are we looking at?
This is the front of the residence at 516 CJC Highway.
Thank you. Now, Ms. Gilman, if we could have Exhibit 2, file number SLD 7067. What is this we're looking at, sir?
Still the front of the house, focusing on the right front corner.
And at that right
Oh,
front corner,
wow.
are there any other entrances or egresses to the house?
Wow. Okay. I thought this was like an ensuite part of the house, which it's like an addition. I love it. I love it. Unless it's like my house. This is the fireplace, which in my living room is on the east wall. But my living room goes all the way up like that. You could put another story up there. My living room's like 24 feet up in there, and my ceiling arches like that. Sadly, I don't have these half moon windows there, but that's what my living room looks like on that wall, the east wall of the house. And I don't like it because there's no beams. I would like to get some fake beams and put up in my living room to make it look like an actual vaulted ceiling. And I also want to take the chandelier that's hanging down and put in a ceiling fan up there. But I won't climb a ladder, and I can't get my husband to go up there high enough to replace it. So I need somebody that's good with electricity, which I've installed ceiling fans. I know how to do that, but I won't climb a ladder to get up that high to be able to do that. So I need my son-in-law.
Yes, there's a side door recessed on that little three-step porch.
When you went to the house that night, which door did you go to?
That door.
And perhaps now's a good time for me to ask you, can you tell me how this house is situated from the street at Chief Justice Cushing Highway?
It's set back a long driveway. In front is another house and a used auto car dealership. It's in a wooded area.
And that's what's around the house is the wooded area?
Correct.
Ms. Gilman, could we have Exhibit 3, file number 7175? Sir, what part of the house was this?
This is the kitchen.
And when you got to the home that evening, where were the children?
In those island bar seats.
Now, you get to the house. What is it that you do with Mr. Walsh that evening?
We sat at the dining room table and conducted an interview.
And do you see Mr. Walsh here today?
I do.
Could you identify him for the court, please?
The gentleman seated over there, blue suit, white shirt.
Your Honor, if the record may reflect the witnesses identified the defendant.
The record will so reflect.
Now, sir, where did the conversation with Mr. Walsh take place?
The dining room.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 4, 7178? So, what is it that we're looking at here?
This is the dining room.
And where was Mr. Walsh when you had your conversation with him?
Seated in that front right corner towards the camera.
And where were you seated?
The far seat, the seat that has that black jacket on the back of it.
Where was Officer Lorenz?
On the window bench.
And where were the children while this interview took place?
They were in and out of the room.
Oh, my senior penny pincher. This discount was.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 5, 7177?
I hope that picture let's back up just a smidge. Okay, I'm going to play this again.
You got to the home that evening. Where were the children?
In those island bar seats.
Now, you get to the house. What is it that you do with Mr. Walsh that evening?
We sat at the dining room table and conducted an interview.
And do you see Mr. Walsh here today?
I do.
Could you identify him for the court, please?
The gentleman seated over there, blue suit, white shirt.
Your Honor, if the record may reflect the witnesses identified the defendant.
The record will so reflect.
Now, sir, where did the conversation with Mr. Walsh take place?
The dining room.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 4, 7178? So,
Okay, this is what I want to look at. I hope that this is just the angle of pictures taken at, because see, they said this was a window seat, a bench for the table, but it looks to me like that is the same level, the same height as the table. It looks like these seats are way low to the table. Is that how it looks to you? I mean, it could be just the camera angle making it look that way. But look, this is boarded up. Wonder why that window's boarded up. That should be a pane of glass. I know, because what used to be the outside wall in the house that my moderator Amanda Penda's living in, it had a door. It now goes into a bedroom, but it used to be an exterior door, and it was the same door. And we replaced the glass was broken out. We replaced it with a piece of plexiglass and put a curtain over it so that there could be privacy in that bedroom. But yeah, that looks like that door just looks out of place being painted gray. I don't know. I like the house, but I don't know that I like that door there. I believe that would look better if that was since it does go to the outside, if that was sliding doors put in right here, because look how tall these windows are. They're almost floor to ceiling. Let's take this door out and put sliders in here or French doors right here, and let's make this much more appealing. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we're going to do that for that house.
What is it that we're looking at here?
This is the dining room.
And where was Mr. Walsh when you had your conversation with him?
Seated in that front right corner towards the camera.
And where were you seated?
The far seat, the seat that has that black jacket on the back of it.
Where was Officer Lorenz?
On the window bench.
And where were the children while this interview took place?
They were in and out of the room.
Play with the blanket and the floor.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 57177? Sir, what are we looking at here?
This is the area in between the dining room table and that kitchen island.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have the next exhibit, Exhibit 67131? I'm sorry, 7124. My apologies.
That's pretty.
And sir, what is this again?
This is a closer view of that buffet table.
And then when you were there that night,
I have one of these in my kitchen. I have a alcove that's supposed to be like a breakfast nook, but because we use that back door a lot, I didn't want to put a table there. And I have this buffet, and it was my mother-in-law's, and it's like from the 1930s or 1800s. I'm not sure. It's way back there. It's old. It's antique, and it's way back there. So it's still painted original. It's gorgeous. If you ever watch the originals, in the very beginning of the first season, the family gets together for dinner, and they're in the dining room, and there's a buffet against the wall back there. That's the exact duplicate to the buffet I have. An exact, same color paint and everything. Exact duplicate to the one I have. So anyway, I love these things. Mine has a door. It rounds off here. It's black, and it has a door on either end that opens, and it has two small drawers in the top right here, and it has a set of doors right here. That's where we put the Tupperware and all that stuff. And over here on the end is CJ's Christmas baking pans, and over here is I put spices, and I don't have anything in these drawers on the top because they are really too small to hold anything. I might put Christmas cards in there. So, speaking of Christmas cards, does anybody want to go and start doing a Christmas card swap? If you do, you can how do we want to do this? You can email me. I'll put my email address here. And then we can do, I'll do that later. Okay, if you want to do a Christmas card swap, email me at your address and I'll send you a Christmas card. And I will not give your address out to anybody, and I will not put you on any kind of a mailing list, I promise, except for Christmas cards. So, okay, here we go. Let's get back to the video. I talk a lot. This is my time of day for a nap. So, here we go.
What was in the house as far as pets?
A dog.
Ms. Gilman, can we have 7131, which I believe is exhibit now 7? Sir, where is this in the home?
If you go in that side door, you're in a hallway. If you take a right, there's a sunken in family room.
And is that dog the one that was home that night?
Yes, Hans.
This is the room with the fireplace in the front. Yeah, okay, I like that. I could put all my eBay stuff in there. I like that. And it looks like it's got it upstairs and everything. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Yes. But I would paint these beams a more wood-looking color. Make it rustic. Let's just go redo their house. I want to go redo their house and make it like I want it.
Any difficulties with the dog that night when you were talking to Mr. Walsh?
No.
And where was the dog that night when you spoke with Mr. Walsh?
In that crate.
Your Honor, at this point in time, the Commonwealth would seek to play the interview of January 4th. I have not marked this as an exhibit yet, but I have it on the individual drive.
All right. Subject to the objections that have been preserved. Any other objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So this will be, are you offering it?
I'm offering to have this marked as the exhibit, and
All
Ms.
right.
Gilman will be able to play it.
It'll be marked and admitted now into evidence as Exhibit 53.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Exhibit 53, you've had the opportunity to review that, correct?
Yes,
And does that fairly and accurately reflect the conversation you had with Mr. Walsh that night?
it does.
Thank you. At this point in time, Ms. Gilman, I'd ask if you could press play on Exhibit 53, the interview from January 4th.
Okay, the recorder is on. It is 18:39 on Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. My name is Harrison Schmidt. I'm a detective with Cohasset Police. Present is Officer Lawrence and Sir Brian. Can you state your name?
Yeah, Brian Walsh.
Brian Walsh. Okay. Brian, what's your date of birth?
13175.
Okay. And we're at your home.
Yeah, go, they're young babies.
CJC Highway.
Yes, it's right on the right now.
Perfect. So could you do me a favor? I know you've explained a lot of this.
I was dying when they were born.
Start at the beginning. So I understand your wife, Anna, she travels a lot for work.
She's in DC for this brand new job she got.
Okay.
And we're to follow up shortly, but it's taking longer.
Awesome. So starting most recently, she was at work.
One second.
Yep.
It's okay. Can you please let me finish this and I'll make sure whatever you need, please? Yes. Okay,
1 second. Do whatever. We're on your turf, so do whatever you need.
Honest, you guys behave, thank you. All right, yes, go ahead.
If you're willing to learn how to use a free program called QuickBooks, you can make a great living working part-time from home.
So most recently, so Anna, it's my understanding that Anna came home on, was it Friday?
Friday morning she arrived, yes.
Friday morning she came home, okay. And she flew from DC to.
Yes, I can show you she sent me that information.
Sure, I would love to.
You can look up, yeah, you can look through all of them, but that was the last one she sent me.
This is,
That's,
word text.
no, she texted me so I would know when she was coming in. I'd asked.
So this is your text,
Yeah, my text chain was on, so you can look, you can take a look at that, whatever you want to do.
all right, so it looks like on last Thursday at
I'm sorry, I was gonna go, I was
7:36
gonna
p.m.
sneeze.
There's a screenshot of the JetBlue app, and it's a travel itinerary. It's a flight
Laying right here on my
B6
desk, right where
254
on.
dated December 30th
I had to move my mouth.
from
I picked up
DCA,
my tissue because I was gonna
Terminal
sneeze.
2,
It
the
disturbed
C28
His Majesty.
to Boston, Terminal C, the C33. So it departs at 6:30 a.m. Arrives at Boston 7:57 a.m. And then do you mind if I just look at?
Please look at anything that's gonna help you, please look at anything. She sent me some, she had a day with Thomas, so she sent me some, videos of that, and then you'll get into the area where I start texting them. And if you wanna look at it, there's probably a year's worth of text there, if any of that is supportive, please.
Sure. No, I'm not looking to pry, I'm just really.
I'm open,
this.
trust me, that's,
No, I appreciate it. So, Friday around 6:01 a.m., you text flight on time.
right.
She responds amongst other things, yes, boarding now. Okay, Friday, 7:59 a.m., landed. And then it looks like Friday, 12:07 p.m., photos of Anna and the oldest, Thomas.
Yeah.
6 years old, my man.
I need to dust my picture frames in my office. You doing, big boy?
More photos Friday evening.
You look a painful. You look like a
Did you take these photos?
I took that photo myself.
You took these and sent them to Hannah?
She usually would just send them to herself. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, so
She'd take my phone and send them to herself.
Okay,
The ones that she had.
very good.
Okay, I know it's exciting for you guys.
So that was a series of 7 photos sent Friday at 6:33 p.m. And Anna sent this group of photos?
I believe so, yeah. So I took the photos, a lot of times I take the photos and she takes my phone and sends them to herself.
Okay. Monday, 2:33 p.m., a text from you to Anna. Monday, 7:18 p.m., another text. Yesterday, bring a text,
The boys are arguing. Yes, they are.
6:39
The
a.m.,
boys are
continuing
arguing.
to 8:30 a.m.
Yes, they are.
Usually she'd be back in touch with me at this point.
Okay. What's Viber? Calling you in Viber now?
Viber is what her sister.
So it's distracting to me to hear those children playing in the background. If that were my house, knowing that there's a playroom over there where the dog is, they just took a picture of it. All they got to do is leave the door open and the kids can go over there and play. And the adults can be in the other room and talk. That's not avoiding the children in any way. It's giving the children a place where they can play and be themselves, and I can still keep an eye on them. That's right, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes.
Uses, that's how it's like a WhatsApp or something.
Oh, okay.
So Viber is from a long time ago. She would use that to communicate with Europe and stuff like that. So when her SIM card died last week, she called me on Viber. So I thought, call Viber.
Okay.
Sister uses it. So I tried every sort of situation I could to get in touch
Okay.
before blowing the whistle or ringing the bell or anything.
Sure. Did the SIM card issue ever get resolved?
I believe so. Her phone was working when she came here.
Okay. It's my understanding that it's a company phone?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
And it's on Verizon, if you know?
no, so we're on Verizon. I don't know what the company is on, but I know that she was part of our family plan, and then she just ported over.
She brought the number over to their system?
Well, she took the phone over.
Okay.
So like that was canceled and moved over.
Okay.
But I think she took the number as well because we didn't change numbers.
Right, okay. So she took the family plan number
And the phone.
to work, and then work to start paying for it?
Yeah, basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent.
I guess they call it porting it over.
For, yep, when one carrier picks up the other carrier.
Yeah, but I think they don't use Verizon.
Okay.
T-Mobile.
Okay. Okay, so she flies in, I see the text around 7 a.m. How does she get from the airport to home?
Yeah, she's always Uber or Lyft. That's
Uber, Lyft,
Yeah,
okay.
and Uber was one of the two.
Okay, and then, so she gets dropped off here?
She, usually they drop her off further down because they don't find the place, so, but that's pretty much.
Sure. So,
That's why I was in contact, when she's arriving, there's more contact than when she's going to DC, normally off pretty quick. Yeah,
Work,
right,
work,
so if it had just been reversed, it would have been a totally different situation by her from her having what's going on now.
Sure.
She's supposed to be here, so.
Sure. Okay, so she comes home Friday morning.
Yes.
Do you guys do anything together, or what are you doing? What?
Yeah, so,
Run me through the weekend if you don't mind.
Yeah, with pleasure. I had some when she was running late, so I took William and Brian to Kindercare, so the daycare is where we picked them up from.
Yep.
And Thomas was off, so I said, would you like to have a day with Thomas? I was going to go, okay, Thomas. I just am going to do a few errands that I've already scheduled for. And then she was having a good time, and I came back, and then we spent rest of the day with the evening with the kids, and we hung out.
Okay.
And she was a bit tired when she came. She wasn't feeling well. Okay, guys. Okay, and.
Some moms want to build income from home. They just don't want to post, pitch, or be online all the time. That's exactly why Amazon's.
So Saturday was December 31st. She went to work out in the morning, and
what's the gym?
yeah, it's bar method in here.
Bar method?
Yeah.
Okay.
She went to Glossy Nails to have her nails done for the new year.
Is that also in Hingham?
I believe so, yes.
Go back to Friday. Do you guys just hang in the house? Or do
Yes,
you,
that's it,
you
yeah.
go
No, we didn't
dinner
go.
or lunch or anything?
No, we were just here for the house.
So she was here, you ran some errands?
Yeah.
And then you just hung out in the house?
Yeah, then,
Amanda Panda said she didn't know I was on earlier today. You must have already coughed off yesterday before I said that I was coming on early, because this is still day one and they're on day 3 of the trial. So I'm trying to get caught up a little bit more. Right now they're trying to discuss over, they're at the defendant's house right here. They're at his house, and when they show pictures, I'm remodeling the house, so setting it my way. So anyway, then the detective that went and interviewed him is trying to talk to him, but the 3 boys, which are very young, I think the oldest one's like 10, the 3 boys are all playing in and out of that room, and they're being really loud. It's distracting to me, but the police officers show total professionalism. They're like, you're on your turf. You do what you need to do, you know.
with the kids, doing family time.
All right. So then she hits farm out of the Hingham for the gym in the morning,
Yes.
Saturday?
Yes.
And then Glossy Nails?
Yes, because that was the last time I used my phone to say, they're okay.
Yep.
And she said, yeah, I just decided to get my nails done. I was like, okay, great. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh. and then she said, then she came over and she said, hey, I'm going to take the kids. I'll give you a break. I'm going to take the kids to a place in Canton, the Wonderland over there. It's an indoor place. Guys, okay. So this is what, and then my son took my phone up to his room. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, I'm going to
Oh, thank you. Okay. Thomas, can you make a movie? Can you organize a movie for us? Thank you so much. This guy's mesmerized by you. What happened was, I was like, that would be great. So I get ready because we're making dinner for her former boss, Jim.
Okay.
She hadn't seen him face to face for a while. I got some time alone to prepare dinner, get everything together, and she took the Jim. Yeah. A lot of people call him Jim. He's been on the phone with me 5 times today as well. So he came over, and then we had
Dinner here?
Yeah, we had dinner here. Yeah. We had dinner here. We celebrated the New Year, and then signed the bottle. She signed 23 things, the best year ever, and then I'm working on it. 1, 2. There you go. Okay. Okay. See, that's how it happens. At that time, I didn't have access to my phone. Okay. So, sorry, he does that a lot. I apologize. He's not.
The kids had the phone, right?
Yeah. So William, the excited one, took it up to the room. I didn't know it was there, but I knew it was going to turn up. We have a lot of worry that it's going to be thrown out into that. So, he had thrown out my wife's phone down there a while ago. That's the age of the kids, but they have a tendency to throw stuff away.
Okay. So your child is of an age where he throws things out the car window or just disposes of them and throws them away, So he's worried that his phone's going to get thrown away. But the mom's taking the boys to a play pit area, an indoor play area, so that the dad can get himself together and have a few minutes without the kids, and get ready to start preparing the meal for the New Year's celebration that night. Why does the dad let the child carry his phone off? Okay, so the mom's leaving with the boys. They're going to a play area, which it doesn't matter where they're going. That's not the point. They could be going to the backyard. But should something happen while they're gone, if that child has dad's phone, how is mom going to get a hold of dad to let him know there's something wrong? I don't know. They've got plenty of money because they own real estate investment properties and stuff like that. So why? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Then she's on the phone a lot, or texting with work, and she mentioned with Jem that she was worried about work and things like that.
Okay.
And I was like, all right. She was scheduled to leave Tuesday morning early. And then she said that there was an emergency at work, one of the buildings, and that she had to leave early in the morning. Sunday morning. And I was like, okay, normally I would have been like, that's ridiculous, but she worked up until 7 p.m. on December 24th in another building in DC.
Okay.
So I thought, all right, this is, we're going to be together soon enough as a family. It's fine, we made this decision together. So,
do you know what kind of issue arose?
She didn't explain it to me.
Some kind of.
But there was one of the buildings had a bunch of leaks. Another building the FBI raided at one point. Another building there was a disgruntled tenant. And so she was dealing with all of that. She's the regional manager there. So I didn't know because I didn't want. I was like, all right, well, whatever has to be done. Then she said, hey, I'm going to have time off for Martin Luther King Day. I can be here for 4 maybe 5 days. And I was like, well, that's great. That's great news. And
they've never mentioned her job, what she does. He just said she's regional manager, okay? Is she in real estate? Because they're talking about tenants, and then she tells him about these properties that are coming up for sale that they want to buy between her and him as investment properties and rent out. So I'm wondering if she works in real estate or did work in real estate.
And so then she only brings her bag. Her carry bag is normally a Louis Vuitton bag.
Okay.
And she didn't bring, she just brings a little bit of stuff. She's got a bunch of stuff all over this place. Or she just goes and buys it. And then what happened? Then she woke me up around 6 and said she was going. She came down. I guess Thomas heard her and came down, and she said, I have to go. And he said, I love you very much. And she said, I love you very much. And then he said that she left and got in a taxi, but I don't think he saw it because it was further down. If you want to talk to him, but he said it was a taxi, and I was like, he described the car. He's like, well, I really didn't see it, Dad. So I was like, okay. So he was coming down to get, I think,
Maybe Anna said taxi.
Maybe she's my driver, but I know that she was not driving. There's no way she was driving a vehicle. There's like zero possibility of that.
Why?
Okay. When was she originally scheduled to fly back?
Well, it was Tuesday at probably 8:30 or 8 or the early flight that she takes. What was I going to say? I never got the confirmation for that.
Okay.
But she usually just sends me her arrival because that's the most important for us once she's with the kids and everything and scheduling.
Right.
So.
Okay. Does she particularly travel on JetBlue?
Yeah, she got a JetBlue credit card.
Okay.
That gave her 80,000 points, and she doesn't like getting new credit cards, but she was like, well, we're doing this a lot. So she had gotten that. I had no access to that. She just got it, but she also started to use it more because she needed to spend a certain amount of money to get the points. So that changed our whole dynamic over the last month.
Yep, that makes sense. So she's been flying JetBlue lately. Is it a particular airport that she's going to as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's JetBlue or American Airlines. American Airlines is second.
Okay.
This is Jeff. You guys don't want to talk to him, do you?
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So JetBlue number 1, American Airlines number 2. That's all I know. I don't think she ever took anything else. And someone said maybe she took a connecting flight. She never took a connecting flight. Even once in the summer where they had the thunderstorms and she spent 8 hours at the airport. She didn't even consider, like, well, I just go get stuck somewhere. It's not DC or Boston. So it's no good. So I don't think that happened at all. I can't imagine that. And then it was always DCA and it was always Logan. It was never, she never went to national or anything like that.
Okay. So what? You heard this from William as to the whole taxi mention?
Thomas, it was my 6-year-old, yeah. Yeah, William doesn't have it.
Yeah, well, that was time.
Yeah, William's story would be much more fantastic.
So why do you think Thomas was up?
He gets up early, and he's always watching. I let him sleep with his iPad, so he wakes up and starts doing that. And then I guess, anytime he hears action downstairs, like during when we were having the dinner and celebrating, he came down to say hello to Jem. So anytime he hears something, he comes down. So he must have heard his mother, and he was like, "Oh, great, I'm awake," so he came down.
Okay.
Because when he was on the couch, I came down and said, "I'm sorry, Mommy had to leave early."
Yep.
And he's like, "I already know that, Daddy." I said, "Goodbye to her."
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I was like, okay, because he was on the couch earlier than normal but he had been off the whole week, so he had a lot of rest. So.
Okay. So going back to New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So it's you, Anna,
and
the boys, and Jem.
Yeah. Well, the boys we put them to bed. Jem didn't get here till late.
Okay.
And Anna
They're all in bed.
Yeah, Anna took them to that indoor play. So totally.
Is it Wonderland?
I call it Wonderland. It's probably indoor play Canton. It's in Canton. It's an indoor play, but I don't have the exact name. Anna was on top of that.
Okay.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on.
So So it's you, Jem, and Anna
And then,
doing the dinner.
yeah, then Thomas came and hung out and, you know, we heard it was going, and then I went to bed.
So how did the night progress? How late did Jem stay over?
Yeah, Jem stayed till, you know, almost 1 or so, like after midnight at our age with kids, we're like, okay, good, we did it. Yeah, that's, like, it's past our bedtime. When you're younger, you're like, hey, what's next?
I was in bed at 10:30.
Yeah, right, there you go. So, and that's when, during that time, Anna was dealing with her phone a lot, and she got a message from Della, who I spoke to today. It was like, hey, you didn't see me before you left, and so he was upset, and then she was seeming, you know, I don't know, like she seemed like the last couple of weeks, she seemed like under pressure at her job. And she made mention, even Jem spoke about it today, there were a lot of things she didn't like doing that she's not good at. So that seemed to be on her mind. She spoke to me a few days before saying she wanted to see a psychiatrist. And I was like, yeah, we're apart. It's been difficult for all of us. I've seen a therapist, like I told you today, the last 35 years. So anything that would support you is fine. And then, but I mean, I always make fun of my super sturdy woman. So, you know, it seems like she was invincible. And so that was going on. And then she said that she had to go after Jem left. She said she had to go.
Okay.
And I was like,
So maybe around 1:30?
yeah, maybe before, like after 1:30.
Okay.
And then, because she was like, we're gonna go to bed. And I was like, what's this? She's like, Brian, I really have to go back. And that's when she told me. And I was like, that seems odd, but I get what's going on. She was supposed to be here the whole week.
Right.
But she didn't get to go Friday because she was just too much work that she was trying to keep up with. So the schedule has been, hi, thank you, thank you. But the schedule has been like that for the past few months, like where she's been having to cut back on family time, and it's been difficult for all of us, definitely.
Sure. When exactly did she? How many months ago did she start the job, or when did the whole new arrangement?
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been here for 9 months almost. We were just here for a few months, and then things took longer. Hello, hi. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then at first it was supposed to be in Boston, the job.
Yeah.
And she worked at the Boston property. And then that wasn't working out. And then she moved to DC. And then I was like, all right, well, we'll do this. It shouldn't take long. And then, you know, things progressed. So that was not the best.
Okay. I can imagine that's got to be tough.
Yeah. But, you know, the only problems we had in our marriage were that we weren't spending time together. That was like, I mean, during the pandemic, after we got divorced, we enjoyed family
You
time.
loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so what's the time frame? So Jem leaves between 1 and 1:30.
No, Jem leaves at like 1, like let's say 12:50, 1 o'clock. Because I remember looking at the clock, it was close to 1.
Okay.
And then Anna and I were talking, and then I went to the bathroom, and she said, I have to, let's go to bed. And I said, sure. And then I was like, let me clean up. And that's when she said that she had to go. So I would have to go tomorrow.
Okay.
And she'd made mention that she might have to leave early, earlier on Saturday. But you know, then she confirmed it. But she always was like, hey, I'm going to be there early. I'm going to stay longer. And then she's like, I can't do it. So I think maybe I was putting a lot of pressure on her for more family time. Maybe she was having a hard time.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, so you think by 1:30 you both were upstairs and going to bed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Both sleeping at 1:30.
Okay, and then she was to catch a early flight.
Early flight. So she only got, this is why she's always been tired. She wasn't feeling well on Friday to begin with, and she was very ill the week before, I want to say, because I got sick too. The kids got sick, and I got sick, and she came, everyone got sick.
Boys aren't around.
Yeah, so everyone's sick a lot. So, but I want to say on February 27th, she worked from home. She was so sick, which is very rare.
Okay.
So, but she was feeling better, but I noticed a difference there. And then she probably got 2.5 or 3 hours of sleep.
Okay.
And then she gets up and you hear her like bathroom getting ready.
Yep.
And then it must have been 6. I didn't see the clock, but it was dark outside still. So.
Okay.
And that's when she came down. Then she does the final cleans up and stuff like that.
Okay. Did you sleep through that whole morning routine?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I used to get up, and she was like, "You're gonna be moved. The boys are gonna get up." So
Yeah.
I was like, "You're right." But she comes and kisses me.
Okay. Okay. And then, have you heard any other communication or seen any other, does she have social media?
Yes, she has a bunch of social media. People have already been looking into it.
Yeah.
I guess her iMessenger comes up on my phone for some reason. I don't know. So people have been sending messages, and I think it's for me, but it's for Anna. And her Instagram, I have some access to, but I don't do any social media really, so it's her domain. But everyone has called saying that they thought that they saw some action on the Facebook, Jem and Adela, and I said it must be me. Comes through, and I look at it because normally I don't, but now I'm looking at everything that comes in.
Yeah.
But there have been I don't think there have been any new posts because I've asked everyone who does it
To keep an eye out.
Yeah, if there have been any new, but it does not seem like she's on Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook.
I don't know of any other platforms.
All right. So Sunday morning when she leaves, you haven't heard anything?
Okay. But just to be clear, I didn't have the phone, and last week on it was the 24th. She had that work in Mazda building or something. So I didn't hear. We spoke in the morning, but I didn't hear from her all day. And then she was supposed to be here on a flight, and she missed that flight on the 25th.
Okay.
And she drove up.
Okay.
At that point, that's when I freaked out because she was coming here. So I'm like, well, where is she? I haven't heard from her.
Right.
Super weird. And that's when I said, you're missing. And I called Sally, her sister.
This is the 24th.
The 25th, I'm sorry, 25th, yeah.
So
Christmas Day.
So, are you noticing that he's holding a rosary? Or maybe it's just a beaded necklace that she had and he holds it. Now, is he incarcerated at this time where he's getting dressed to come to court? Because he was brought in by officers. I don't know. Why would he have? I don't think you're allowed to have your rosary in if you're incarcerated, because that could be used as a weapon. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
And she worked all night New Year's Eve, which I was not happy about, but I understand. She was supposed to be here early on the 25th. She wasn't here, and I didn't have. She hadn't sent me her flight info.
Okay.
That's one of the few times. So then I started to really get nervous, and I called Sally and Alyssa, and I called Jim, but I didn't say anything to Jim. And then I called my mother, and I was gonna file this first support right there. So I was like, And then she called and said, I'm driving up. I was at the airport. My flight was canceled. I was busy. I couldn't get in touch with you. And I was like, okay. So this time around, it was a bit different. She's going to DC now. And I didn't have the phone, so I just emailed her saying, I hope everything's okay, and all that's fine.
So where was your phone on Sunday?
So Saturday at 11 a.m., I guess William took it and put it up in his bed. It was Thomas found it under his pillow on Monday at that 2:30 time when I got in touch with her.
Okay.
But I emailed her twice before that, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. I don't want to, every time my wife needs 5 minutes. So, and then I started getting nervous. And then on Tuesday, I started to call around, and I remember her telling me, hey, don't call work. Don't embarrass me at work, Brian. And I was like, sure. So I called Sally and everyone, and then I was like, and then this morning, that's when I was like, I have to, and we're going on another day. Yeah. So now it's Wednesday today. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I lost. And then this morning, that's when I started calling everyone and then the Tuition Spy people got back to me. I left a message at their off-site sales. I said, can you please say Brian Walshe called? I called another building that we didn't pick up, and I was going to call her boss, Jeff Chod, I didn't have his number, but I was looking for it.
Yeah.
And then it was Graham that called me and said, is everything okay? And I said, I don't know. She had work. He said, I didn't see her yesterday.
Okay.
And that's why things kind of moved a lot quicker.
Okay. All right. Very good. That all sounds reasonable. Has she ever like forgotten her phone or left her phone here before?
She's never left her phone here. I mean, she's pretty good at it. It has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened, but I don't think she's ever left her phone here.
Does she ever turn the phone off or put it on vibrate or anything like that, or does she always keep the ringer on?
No, she definitely turns it on. In the evening we have to. So.
Is she like on call at times where she would always keep her phone on, or is she okay to like just shut it off at night?
She would like turn on the side. She never turns the phone off though.
Okay.
So the phone is almost always on. I mean, a lot of times she's running out of battery.
That would be my next question. Is she one of the types that's always looking for her phone charger?
Yeah, no, we have also the kids are destroying them all the time. And so here at the house, she's always looking for juice for her phone.
Okay. Is anything else come to mind that we should be aware of?
I mean, I talked to my wife even though that we've been doing this for a while and we haven't had it, I talk to her a lot. And even if she can't talk, she sends me a text saying, I'll call you right back or something. I mean, it's very rare to use that. It's one or two times that I didn't hear from her, and then I freaked out, and she's like, you need to take it easy. I mean, it's too much pressure, Prime. I said, sure, of course, I understand.
Right.
And now this time, I feel like it's not high pressure enough. I should have done something more. So my mother is always calling, like she's like, what's going on? She wants to hire private investigators and stuff like that. So I was like, coming. So the detectives class, they're coming. Global, the gentleman at Tishman Spire is head of global security. So
okay.
So I think we have a good shot here.
Yeah. Do you have like shared or access to her Uber or Lyft accounts? Or does she run her own?
Yeah, I don't use any of that stuff. Yeah, I'm driving around and I never did. It worked out when I was single. My friends would pay for all the Ubers, but Anna was always ahead with the tech and things like that. And since she was, I never did anything to learn about it because I didn't have to. So I was
does she have any family here stateside or in New England?
Me and the boys. That's it. Okay. And then her sister is in Toronto. I told her sister you guys are coming and that she's available to talk. Everyone's available to talk, whatever you want to ask.
Okay, perfect. Appreciate that. So she got a sister in Canada. Where's Anna's mother?
Amanda's asking if he already pled. He pled guilty to lesser charges, not to Red Room, because that's what they were talking about yesterday was the sudden, unexpected unaliving, the SED. That's what they were talking about yesterday. It was like sudden. I said I'd never heard of it. You said you had heard of it. And I was going to look it up, but I didn't. I forgot. So we're hearing how blatantly he just makes stuff up. Yeah. He's making it up as he's giving the interview while his children are running in and out and being a nuisance. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love children. I do. But when they have their own playroom and you need to conduct some serious business that children that age don't need to be hearing about, then, I think the children should be somewhere else. And they have a nanny. The kids have a nanny. So if he knew that this man was coming for, these detectives were coming for the special interview, why isn't the nanny there on special, she should be there. in my opinion.
Okay, so Anna's mother's in Belgrade, and Anna was just there. Her mother has been sick. She was here, and then when she got back to Belgrade, so she went up. She was going to the hospital to do some work. So she and her sister were both there to support her mother at the end of November, beginning of December.
Okay, so not too long ago.
No.
And that's Serbia?
Yes, sorry,
Okay.
yes, Serbia.
Okay.
And Sally, her sister, called and let her mother know what was happening.
Okay.
So
any other siblings?
Just it's basically just the three of them. It's her and Sally and Malaka as her mother.
Okay. No brother or anything?
No.
Okay. Any like half siblings or anything on the father's side?
There's someone, his name is Milan. He is a cousin that they share land with, that they've been in a dispute with for, 30 years or 20 years.
Okay.
And that's been going back and forth for our entire marriage. They had a deal. It just fell apart. They went up to deal with that as well.
Okay.
Yes, but Sally and Anna do not get along with Milan at all.
Okay.
But he's
that's kind of a tumultuous relationship.
There.
And there was activity related to that as recent as early December.
Yeah, they had to go deal with the lawyers, and they had a contract that was signed 5 years ago, but they had to, cancel it.
Okay. And it's like a land dispute.
It's a huge land dispute, yeah.
Okay. Was Jim any like best friends? I know you mentioned Jem, which was an old.
Jem is, there's a girl named Carrie Westbrook. Carrie Westbrook. She's a very good friend of Anna. They both worked at the Little Washington.
Okay.
Jim and Adela called to say that she posted something about it's been 10 years or 13 years, and Anna would normally always say something. Okay, thank you.
Where did they want you to do?
At the Inn at Little Washington. That was Anna's, I think Anna's one of Anna's first jobs when she was here.
Okay.
So Carrie, and then in town, there's Adela, who works at the Melrose. He's been in touch with me several times today. There's a neighbor, she made good friends with the neighbor. I don't know who the neighbor is though. That's Winta is her name, but I don't have any numbers. And she hasn't spoken about it for several months, which is, I guess now I think about it is odd. There's Alyssa Kirby. Peter Kirby lives in Marshfield, that's her brother, and Alyssa Kirby lives very nearby. When I called on Christmas Day, Alyssa was going to go over and check on the house.
Okay.
And that's an Anna call, and then Anna's like settled down. But Alyssa has, she's like, I can go over to the house. So I said, everyone's already been to the house. Alyssa, thank you.
And these are DC contacts?
These are, Alyssa is a DC contact, Adela is a DC contact, Carrie's in DC. The gentleman who sold us our townhouse, William Fasto, is in DC. And his office is very close by. When I called him, he's like, "Oh, I just got back in from Idaho," but he immediately went over to take a look at the house.
Okay.
And Della did too.
Okay. Just so I have the dynamic right, you guys started in DC and you came up here.
Yeah.
The Boston opportunity, and then that kind of brought you back down.
She was in DC. I was always involved. Like you're going back from the beginning of our relationship. Yeah. Sure.
How long? Like when did you guys meet and when did you guys get married?
Oh, right. Yeah. So we met years ago at a place called the Wheatley.
Okay.
And then she went to DC for a job, and I was traveling, and then I called her in November 2011 to say, I'll be in DC, and then we met up, and we started going out again, and then in 2013 we lived together in DC. And then that wasn't working out, and I came up to Boston, and she quickly came back after.
Okay.
And then we were in Boston since then, and then she got this job in DC, and she said, "Oh, let me go back to DC now as it works out." And I said, "Sure." And then but we were in Boston for 7 or 8 years together.
Okay.
A lot of people ask us, what's the difference between mudwater and mushroom coffee? It's actually pretty simple. First, we're not coffee.
Mushroom coffee?
Do you have any? Does she have any other phones, or is it just that one work phone, or like an Apple Watch, or anything?
She wanted to get an Apple Watch, and we were actually getting one. I don't know. I didn't see. She would have told me we talked a lot, so I don't think she was talking about getting another phone and an Apple Watch. I don't know if she got the Apple the extra phone, but I was wondering if she had a second device as well.
Okay.
But she normally likes to just have one device. There have been times over our marriage where she's had 2 devices. Though.
Okay. Is it, who's typically in charge of either the finances or the accounts?
Oh, Anna's very good at that. I like, we do it together, but when it comes to being on time paying the bills, she's much better. Yeah, much better at that stuff. So,
okay, great.
With me, like more, broader advisory, like let's do this, let's spend money on that.
Sure.
But no, she is an operations expert. That's my
perfect. Logistics, that's her thing.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay. How about, if you don't mind me asking, like overall, like financially, is everything good and in order, or
yes?
Are there any stressors, or
Yes, yes, definitely. Okay. Well, financially, in some ways, better than ever. This job was 3 times what she was making in Jack.
Oh wow.
That's why I think she did 315 this year.
Oh, wow.
So that was huge for us.
Sure.
And then, yeah, definitely. So that's why we decided to do the deal. But I've been having legal problems for many years now. It's one of the reasons why I couldn't leave, because I'm dealing with that now. And it was supposed to be done a long time ago, and it wasn't. So we've been really depressed about that. And there is restitution that I get to pay, but we have the money, and we're just waiting to get a final resolution. So the stress was being a part and not being the authors of our own lives. I couldn't move when we had to. And then our mothers have both of their health difficult. So she had to go to Belgrade instead of coming here for 2 weeks.
Right.
And that was a hard hit. And then my mother, she needs a lot of assistance. She's had cataracts, and she's had 3 cancer surgeries. So she's doing well. So thank you. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But those were. Everything okay, Thomas? Okay. This is the whole time. But yes, the biggest stress was not being together. Before, when I was dealing with it, we were together. It was fine. It was one of those, we were a magnificent team. We were able to get through anything together. I was reading her a love note just the other day from 4 years ago about how we're able to blossom under such difficult circumstances. So
perfect. I appreciate you being so open.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask about?
Please ask any questions you'd like.
The legal stress?
Absolutely, like yeah. So, do you have a specific question, or would you like
just to run down, what?
Yeah, I misrepresented a Warhol piece. You can read about it in the papers.
Are you an attorney? Or what's your representation?
No, I was.
I don't even know what you do. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, we have a chocolate. So I had some art, and I lost money on it, and I misrepresented it to another person, a gallery in LA.
Okay.
And then the FBI got involved, and I was arrested, and that occurred in 2018. So I've been dealing with that, and then we went to sentencing in October 8th of 2021, and everything was going to be fine.
Yep.
But the bank had called for the bank check saying that some of the money had been returned, but none of the money that was in the bank check, and then things were postponed.
Okay.
And then things continue to be postponed, and that's, so I'm kind of locked down here at the house. Part of my sentence was home confinement, but it's gone over the 12 months because of things have not been resolved yet.
Okay.
And that's why I haven't been able to be in Massachusetts. I'm sorry.
That's a heck of a way to go around about saying I committed fraud and embezzlement, and I have to pay a $400,000 restitution before I can leave. Or if I don't get it paid, I have to go to prison. It's a heck of a long way, long-winded about saying what he did.
And you see my wife, she's been doing this. So, but we were just the other day, there was a possible resolution for the whole thing.
Right. Obviously, let it be the time.
That's what we're looking, but the prosecutor definitely. I will. Give me one moment. I'm going to make the note for you. But the prosecutor definitely was interested in more, and he saw a second opportunity at the Apple. So that's why things have taken a lot longer. And but that's where we're at. And if there's any other information, you can I'll give you my attorney's number if she can also tell you about it. She probably explain the law better than I can. But I was I acknowledge I was out of integrity, and I'm thank you. And I'm dealing with the whole family. Unfortunately, is dealing with it because of my actions.
So we're not here to catch judgment.
No, it's but I just I want to
get a whole picture.
I don't want to hide anything from you because if that could lead to finding my wife sooner, that's the most important thing.
Right. Yeah. So it's
but it's I do want to acknowledge extremely
stress or anything like that.
But it's extremely embarrassing for me to talk about. But I'm under these circumstances, it's worth it.
We're not here to judge anyone.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
I have no idea who came up with the idea to get me this, but it's genius. It's 2025, and some people are still using those battery lights, swapping a ton of batteries every month, total waste of money. Check this out. Smart motion sensor light on a whole nother level.
My kitchen.
No wiring, no drilling. Stick it anywhere that's dark. It lights up as you walk up, automatically setting the mood.
Sorry.
But please, if you have any other questions, please ask me. This is don't hold back.
She obviously has a passport, right?
Yes.
Is her passport still here?
No.
Is that something she normally carries with her for traveling, or?
Yeah. I would say yes, because what happened was she lost her ID at one point.
Yep.
And now she had to start carrying her passport. Yeah. So, but now she always carries her passport. She brought. William does not have a passport. Thomas and Brian do.
Okay.
And when I got nervous about, not seeing her and stuff, I was like, hey, whoever is with the kids should have their passports. It's the only form of ID. Also, my mother wanted to open an account for Thomas. And so the only way to identify him properly.
Sure.
So she brought those passports here and they're here now.
Okay. Is she on any medications?
Not that I know of. She just so for health. I'm out of shape, but she's in great shape. But she we had a bit of a cancer scare last year, but they biopsied and said it was fine
on her side.
On her side, and but she kept saying that she felt that she was pale recently, and I said because she hasn't had a lot of rest. She'd be working hard and flying. Okay, and flying in, and then when she gets here, it's not restful. The kids are like, so I would give her some weekends off and say, hey, stay in DC. I'll take care of the kids. You've got to get because she's here the whole weekend and leaves early in the morning for work, and then now her work schedule really, when she got back, the work schedule really got very tight because she'd taken 2 weeks off.
Okay.
So we really didn't have any time for the holidays or anniversaries. So it's sad.
So you're not aware of any medications. Any other health issues or anything coming up? The one biopsy?
No, nothing. I mean, it's very unlikely that she would hide something from me. Right. We really talk about everything, and no, I can't think of that there'd be anything else.
Okay. Luggage wise, she probably has a full set of clothes in DC.
Oh yeah, and also most of my clothing's in DC too. So the idea, she thought it was going to take a month or two to get there. It's taking a lot longer. So, we had to buy stuff just to like everything. We keep having to buy new stuff.
Up here. Okay. So I assume she travels light.
Very light. Okay. Yeah. So one time she just brought her purse.
Yep.
And then this time she brought up my my heavier coat because I was getting cold. She said, "I'm gonna bring." So she brought her little carry-on.
Okay. And you had a coat in DC, so she brought your coat up here.
Yeah, because I was wearing this light coat, and she said, "Come on, I'll bring it up." And I was like, "All right."
That makes sense. Sure.
But that means she has to bring more luggage, and I felt bad. She's like, "Don't buy a new coat, don't get cold and get sick." So.
Right. So you describe the carry-on?
Absolutely. It's a Louis Vuitton carry-on.
It's like a big purse.
Well, I know it's the duffel bag, the Louis Vuitton duffel bag. Yeah. My mother actually.
We carry Louis Vuitton and my husband has a $400,000 debt. What is wrong with this picture here?
She wanted me to ask the Washington police if they saw that bag at the house, because if that bag was there, I think she's definitely at that. She'd been at that house.
What color is it?
It's the brown, the classic, yeah.
With all the
Yeah, the
first guy.
I mean, I had to become what my wife is.
Yeah. Any like memory issues?
Yeah, she has terrible memory. We make fun of it since we've been together. Yeah, she's like, I said that's why she's always happy. She doesn't remember anything.
But I mean, so she's not losing like big gaps in the day, like.
No.
Like hours go
No,
missing.
nothing.
Just classic, like
what
I have, like I forget what I had for lunch.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, she. But that's the joke it always made. It's like, well, I don't know. I mean, she was always. That was always the thing. Or even, further back, I was the one who had the memory, like I said.
Okay.
But I told her it was good. I could repeat stories, so it'd be a fresh marriage forever. It was good.
I like that. Any substance abuse?
No. Anna basically drank nothing when she met me. She started to drink more, and then we both with the kids and stuff pretty much shut it down. But New Year's Eve we did have some champagne and stuff like that.
That's completely reasonable.
But no, Anna's totally through there always.
Do you have any sort of like family tracking on the apps? Like Find My iPhone.
I don't.
AirTags, anything like that?
So my mother just bought AirTags for us, and Anna had picked it up on Saturday. Can I have one? I said, yeah, one of these is for you. Sure. But because things went so, those are sunglasses. What did you find? Did you love them? Okay. All right. But because she left early, we're going to do a lot of work for the new year and stuff, and then she was going to be having an AirTag with her.
Okay.
My mother was like, everyone has an AirTag now. But they're right on my desk, all wrapped up and everything. And she's the one that like launches all of it. She's the one who puts stuff together. So
yeah.
So, and I would always just say, oh, we'll wait till you come back. I was always waiting for her to come save us. Four guys over here.
That's what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I should take these. No.
Those look expensive.
Yeah, your mother's gonna get upset, okay? Don't break them. Okay. All right.
Where did he find those?
I don't know. They must.
Yeah, I don't know what an AirTag is. Hold on, let me look it up. Hey Siri. What is an AirTag?
You can find details on all Apple products at apple.com.
Thank you. Oh, okay, I see. It's a locating device. Yeah. I guess that's so that she can find her luggage but she travels light. You can put it in your wallet or in your purse on your keys so that you know where your stuff is at all times. But when somebody buys it for a person, yeah. I'm presuming it sounds. What's your opinion? It sounds to me like Mom is concerned that Anna may just go up missing one day. And Mom wants this key AirTag to be able to, so Mom can personally locate her. And if she has an AirTag and he filed her as a missing person, why didn't they just look her up with the AirTag? It wasn't bought to keep an eye on. It was bought for the person to keep on. See, there you go. That's what I was saying. The mom, Anna's mom, wanted to make sure she could always find Anna, no matter where she was. So they didn't set the air tag up. He had it on the desk. He hadn't given it to her. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. See, I didn't know that. You must have researched this case more than I did. I didn't research it. I just started watching it. But thank you for that information. That's very important. Oh, I overheard. I missed it. Sorry. Okay, I will. Right here.
Her mother has been sick. She's here, and then when she got back to Belgrade, so she went up. She was going to the hospital to do some work. So she and her sister were both there to support her mother at the end of November, beginning of December.
Okay, so not too long ago.
No,
And that's Serbia?
Yes, sorry, yes, Serbia. Okay. And Sally, her sister, called and let her mother know what was happening.
Okay.
So
any other siblings?
Just it's basically just the three of them. It's her and Sally and Lopez, her mother.
Okay. No brother or anything?
No.
Okay. Any like half siblings or anything on the father's side?
There is someone. His name is Milan. He is. Where he saw a second opportunity at the Apple, so that's why things have taken a lot longer. And but that's where we're at. And if there's any other information, you can I'll give you my transfer. And Sally, her sister, we decided to do the deal. But I've been having legal problems for many years now. One of the reasons why I couldn't leave. And I have one. I said, yeah.
PSA for anyone with mason jars collecting dust after the canning season. Every home preserver I know is obsessed with this device.
One of these is for you. Sure. But because things went so, those are sunglasses. What did you find? If you love them. Okay. All right. But because she left early, we're going to do a lot of work for the new year and stuff, and she was going to be having an air tag with her.
Okay.
My mother was like, ever have an air tag. You know? And, but they're right on my desk all wrapped up and everything. And she's the one that like launches all of it. She's the one that puts stuff together. So,
there you go.
So, and I would always just say, oh, we'll wait till you come back. I was always waiting for her to come save us. Four guys over here.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, thank you. Okay, I should take these. No.
Those look expensive.
Yeah, your mother's gonna get upset. Okay. Don't break them. Okay. All right.
Did he just say your mother's going to be very upset?
Where did he find those?
I don't know. They must have been over here or something like that. I didn't notice them. I just noticed them. Okay, no swearing. Sorry for that. I thought he was saying truck for a while.
I heard truck. I'm on his side. I heard truck.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Did she bring the big duffel bag back with her? Have you seen it yet?
I know we haven't. So when you asked me what she might be wearing, her black coat, but it's a small coat.
Yep.
The hunter boots were gone. Blue and gray. The duffel bag, and then the purse that you brought.
Okay.
A black purse.
Her glasses, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any cameras at the house?
Not
like,
this one. Oh,
Ring doorbell. I know it's a rental. But,
yeah, no, we don't have any here.
Is the landlord or property owner or anything?
I don't think so. I haven't called Peter yet. I've been calling a lot of people, but I haven't been ready to go to the next level. And he's like, I don't think he's got. He might have something down by the garage. He might have some stuff down there.
Sure.
But I don't think he's got anything on it. I haven't seen any ring doorbells anywhere.
Okay.
An officer said, where did they get? Yeah, see, the boys had something and he said, I need to take those. And then he said, your mom's going to be upset. And then he told him, don't break them. Yeah. That's why I said the nanny should be with them. I'll bet because he said he didn't notice them going in there, I'll bet when they were talking about the air tags, the oldest boy knew what that was, and he said they're wrapped up on my desk. And I bet the boys went in wherever his desk is and got them and brought them to him, thinking they were helping.
Any cameras at the townhouse in DC?
There is she installed, we had the door, not ring, but what's the other one? Not our blink.
Yeah,
there are a lot of them now.
Ring, Blink, Arlo.
What's the one that has a thermostat too?
He's using the kids, yeah. And I bet he got real nervous when they brought them out. That makes a lot of sense. That because his voice kind of changed, and then the look on his face here is like, are they going to catch this? Is the jury going to catch this? Or it may have been planned that the kids would bring them out. May have been a set up plan. I don't know.
Nest.
The Nest. I think the Nest camera. But that would be on her phone. But when we were, I'm going to one moment. When we were at Jerusalem Road, we had 3, so I'd be out playing with the boys, and she'd call, or she'd talk through it and stuff like that. She's very good with that. Yeah. But no, I just not here.
No, he seemed nervous. Didn't even said, I don't know where they got these. Right. Right. He just, it's like he's about to circle back in and catch himself in his own lies. He kind of talks like your little sister does, makes it up on the fly or something.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Sheila, anything else?
I can't think of anything else that you haven't already explained. Appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. I know it's 7:30 and, you guys are still here, so thank you for that.
Do you mind if I take a look at the camera roll? Maybe if she took your, if she took.
The photos I have on this?
Yeah. Just if there's something that jumps out, you know what I mean?
Sometimes the kids get it.
He's so unbothered. The kids are breaking the last piece of their mom they have, and he's just like, whatever. I know, right? It's like he's trying not to be the overprotective helicopter parent. But I mean, seriously, setting up an air tag and installing video cameras or Ring cameras and hooking them up. There's motion at my front door. Oh, that's probably CJ. Okay. And all that. So that stuff Butch does. He does all the technical stuff. Why is he acting like he's not smart enough to do the technical stuff that needs to be done? That's just not making sense. He's portraying himself out to be a big dummy or something.
So sorry, but that's everything there. You can take a look. There's probably 1,000 photos.
No, he's acting like she's the one that had control. Yeah. I think it's weird that she just recently installed it. Right, right. She installed it in DC, but they're renting that house. They don't own the house that they live in. They have so many investment properties that they have people renting from them, and they have the townhouse, and she's wanting to buy a 3-story stone, whatever it's called. And they rent their house in Boston because he can't leave Boston. Now, does he work or is he a stay-at-home dad? I can't figure this out. Who takes care? I mean, they have a nanny, and why does he have the money? Why doesn't he pay the $400,000? If he said a little while ago they got the money. If he paid that $400,000, then he'd be able to go to DC with her.
Okay, glasses back, please. What glasses, please?
Glasses.
Okay.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
I'm taking photos of bugs.
Why?
You said it'd be okay if they ran around.
Yep. That's fine. You know what happens.
Yeah. I always make the joke, I'm gonna make it extra happy for you guys. Yes, Thomas. Okay, well, please tell them not to. That's not. William, please. Oh, no. I would like to say, I don't know what that's not, but I'm pretty sure it was me. You're taking that. That's your brother, so he's gonna get very upset. Thank you. All right, can I have the glasses back, please? All right.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of errands did you run on?
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah, basically, I just went down to see a friend of mine, Paul Fleming. We hadn't seen each other in a while.
Yep.
And then, brought back some of the stuff for New Year's meal and things like that. And trying to think what else.
Where was that? Where did you get them?
It was in Boston.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think we're square. What? Oh, great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you, anytime you want to go through this, feel free. It's so weird, like my whole life is like on this thing. I would be like, here's my life, go enjoy it.
Yeah, I just looked, I saw the photos from the area.
Oh, great.
Yeah, your wife and the boys.
Oh, okay, yeah, the same, yeah.
And that was Friday.
I'm trying to think, I also went to, I had some interview events and stuff, so that was the other thing.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Do you mind if we just do a walkthrough of the house, just see if anything jumps out to us?
Yeah.
It could be a fresh set of eyes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
let's do it.
So, is there anything else? Because I'll shut this off. Is there anything else that,
I think that's it, that's all, yeah.
Greg, do you have any ideas? I know we covered a lot. I really appreciate you going.
Yeah, no, of course, absolutely.
Sometimes every little thing helps, you know?
I believe that, I honestly believe that.
You know, there's and see if we can track something down. So,
Right.
All right, it is 7:31 on turn off the recorder.
Sergeant, I have a few questions about that interview. How old were the children at this point in time?
2, 4, and 6.
And the oldest child, what was produced during that interview?
An iPad.
An iPad. And when it's heard the defendant saying 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, what is going on at that point in time?
The child needed help unlocking the iPad, and the defendant assisted in punching in the code to unlock it.
Now, in addition, at some point in time, someone produced glasses. Who did that?
The middle child.
And directing your attention to what's been marked as Exhibit 6, file number 7214. Ms. Gilman, if we could have that. Sergeant, did you see the glasses there in that photograph?
Yes, there were ladies' glasses there in the black case underneath the mirror on the counter.
Now, after or during the interview, he showed you his phone. What did you look at on his phone?
Text message thread between him and Anna and the camera roll.
And what did you see as far as travel arrangements?
There were screenshots of the JetBlue app that Anna had sent him for the flight from DC to Boston.
So at the end of the interview, there's mention of doing a walkthrough. What did you do next?
We concluded the interview and began the walkthrough.
Okay, and so what is a walkthrough, sir?
We just went throughout the house to see if anything jumped out or seemed important.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 8, 7115? So, sir, what part of the house was this?
This is the front of the house that it's not the front door, but it's like the primary access door to the right.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 9, 7120? Now, where are you in the house at this point in time, sir?
If you go into that door from the last photo, you're in a hallway. If you look left in that hallway, this is the entryway into the kitchen and dining room, that open floor concept.
And Ms. Gilman, if we can have Exhibit 10, 7122. Where is this in the house, sir?
If you go in from that outside door and you look straight from the hallway, that's the first floor bathroom.
And what is inside the first floor bathroom besides the bathroom?
Washer and dryer.
Ms. Gilman, Exhibit 11, please, 7169. And I take it this is the washer and dryer inside that first floor bathroom?
Correct.
They've got your washer and dryer. Jeez Louise, did you know it went to Boston when you weren't looking?
Could we have Exhibit 12, file number 7137? Where is this, sir?
If you come in that same door, that hallway, if you look right, there's a sunken-in family room.
And what is at the back end of this sunken-in family room?
There's a staircase that leads up to a single bedroom.
Could we have Exhibit 13, 7138? Where is this, sir, in the house?
Those are the stairs leading up to that single bedroom.
Exhibit 14, please, 7140. Now, where is this in the house, sir?
This is that single bedroom on that right side of the house.
What access does this bedroom have to the rest of the house besides going down those stairs to the sunken living room?
None.
Could we have the next exhibit, which is Exhibit 15, 7141? And where is this, sir?
This is the same bedroom.
Could we have Exhibit 16, 7152? What part of the home is this?
This is the sunken-in living room. This is the closet door beneath the staircase leading up to that single bedroom.
Did you have the opportunity to look inside that closet?
I did.
Could we have the next exhibit, Exhibit 17, 7153? Is this how the closet appeared, sir?
Yes.
That's the kid's toy room
Now-
closet.
Can we have Exhibit 18, 7165? Where is this, sir?
This is the hallway as you enter through that door. So that door would be to the left, bathrooms to the right, and then the kitchen dining room straight.
Could we have Exhibit 20, file number 7235? Now, what part of the home is this?
That door on the left is the front door. So this is, if you're looking away from the dining room, you'd be looking at the stairs upstairs to the main part of the house and the living room straight ahead.
What's at the far end of the living room?
A fireplace and a TV.
And if we could have the next exhibit 21, 7236. Where is this, sir?
That's a close-up look of the living room with the TV, the fireplace, and the bureau.
Exhibit 22, please, Ms. Gilman, file number 7237. What part of the home is this now?
Still right in the living room. It's the stairs leading upstairs to the main part of the second floor of the house. A view into the kitchen and the backyard.
Now, are there any other rooms by the kitchen?
To the left edge of this frame is a small office.
Could we have Exhibit 23, file number 7246? What is this, sir?
That's the small office.
And could we have Exhibit 24, 7288?
Here's what nobody's telling you about the new bearskin hoodie. This fleece is thick. It's made from 340 GS.
Where is this in the home, sir?
That is the second floor bathroom.
And can you describe the second floor layout for us?
If you walk up the stairs to the second floor, the front door would be to your back. You enter a hallway. Straight ahead is a second floor bathroom. There's 2 bedrooms to your left, and there's a primary bedroom to the right that also has a bathroom in it.
A master bedroom.
Could we have Exhibit 25, which is file number 7298? What are we looking at now, sir?
If you were in that hallway coming up the stairs, if you look left, that would be the doors to the 2 bedrooms on your left.
Could we have Exhibit 26, file number 7301? Which room is this, sir?
This is the front left bedroom on the second floor.
And who is residing in this bedroom?
The defendant.
And, sir, what is in the drawer next to the bed?
Some sheetrock or drywall from the ceiling.
Could we have the next Exhibit 28? Well, actually, I'm sorry, 7301. Could we have 27, 7302? And, sir, where is this?
That same bedroom.
And then could we have Exhibit 28, 7309? And what orientation is this, sir?
This is looking at the bedroom door from that same bedroom.
Your Honor, we would object for the reasons stated before.
Excuse me?
We object for the reasons stated before.
Thank you. Preserved.
And then I'd like to have Exhibit 29, if I may, Ms. Gilman, 7319. What is this, sir?
A hole in the ceiling in that bedroom.
Now, what is above the ceiling in that home?
An attic.
Did you go into the attic that night?
No.
Now, can we have Exhibit 30, 7320? What room is this, sir?
This is the second bedroom to the left in that hallway.
And could we have Exhibit 31, 7321? What is this, sir?
That same bedroom.
And who is residing in this bedroom?
The middle child.
And who is residing in the bedroom that was by the sunken living room?
The eldest child.
Could we have Exhibit 32, 7259? What room is this, sir?
This is the bedroom to the right, the primary bedroom.
And with this primary bedroom, what was it attached to as far as a bathroom?
There was an attached bathroom.
Could we have Exhibit 33, 7269? What is this, sir?
That's the attached bathroom.
And could we have Exhibit 34, 7335? Bless you. What's this, sir?
If you're standing in the kitchen, looking towards the front of the house, this is the basement door.
And what was on this door as far as child safety locks?
Up top was like a child safety device.
Could we have Exhibit 35, 7336? Where is this, sir?
That's the doorway from the last photo looking down into the basement.
Could we have Exhibit 36, 7340? Where is this, sir?
If you go down those steps and you look right, this is the view of the basement.
And could we have Exhibit 37, which is file 7343? And where is this?
If you go down those steps and look left, this is the view of the basement.
And then could we have exhibit 387557? Where is this?
Those are the basement steps.
Now, what access did the basement have as far as to the outside of the home?
If you come down those stairs and look right, there's a outside door that leads to the left side of the house.
Did you have the opportunity on January 4th to do any examination outside the home?
Yes.
Could we have exhibit 39, file number 7077?
He's going to work.
Where is this in relation to the house, sir?
This is the left side of the house, so that basement door would be just off frame to the right.
And there's a fence there, sir. What's the fence around?
That's leading into the backyard and the in-ground pool.
Could we have exhibit 40, 7080? And what is this?
View looking into the backyard.
What condition was the pool that night when you were there on January 4th?
It was full of water. The water was dark green and cloudy. It was unseasonably warm that night, and so no ice or anything. And there was no pool cover on it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
There's no pool cover on it.
Could we have exhibit 41, 7084? Now, where are we in the house, sir?
You're within the fenced-in portion of the backyard, looking at the pool.
And how is the pool different in this photograph than when you were there that night?
It's drained in this photo.
What is, sir, in the left-hand corner, what is that part of the house?
Shed.
Could we have exhibit 42, 7091? And where is this?
This is in the backyard, a view of the back of the house.
And exhibit 43, 7092? What about this part, sir?
This is the back left corner, if you're looking at the back of the house.
And, sir, did you have the opportunity to look at that shed as well?
I did.
Could we have exhibit 44, 7097? And did you go inside the shed?
I did.
Could we have exhibit 45, 7390?
Nope. There it is.
And where is this, sir?
That's a view inside the shed.
Got a siren going by, sir. I'm going to let it go.
We have broken glass, broken windows in the shed.
Struggling with medical mysteries and unexplained symptoms? Whole genome sequencing analyzes 100%.
Sir, did you find anything that night when you were there on January 4th?
No.
And did you have the opportunity to look at any vehicles that night while you were there on January 4th?
Yes.
What vehicle did you look at?
Volvo XC90.
Could we have exhibit 46, file number 7057? What is this, sir?
That's the Volvo XC90.
And sir, if I can just ask if you can keep your voice up, did you have the opportunity to look inside the Volvo?
I did.
What did you see inside the Volvo that night?
I noticed the trunk portion of the SUV was lined with plastic sheeting that was folded.
And anything else inside the Volvo?
In the trunk, I noticed like a maple seedling, like it looks like a V they spin when they fall from the trees.
Now, how long did it take to do this walk around?
About 30 minutes.
And what did you do after the walk around?
I returned to the Cohasset Police Station.
And what did you do when you went back to the station?
Furthered the investigation.
How so?
I checked for any international flights, if Anna had taken any, by putting a flag on her passport.
Yes, sir.
I reached out to the Metro DC Police to do a walkthrough of the townhouse down in DC.
Yes, sir.
And I called Anna's sister.
Now, after doing those things, did you ever have the opportunity to return back to 516 Chief Justice?
I'm sorry. I want to grab this woman's ponytail and put another loop in the rubber band and pull that ponytail up where it belongs. It looks like it's moving further and further to the left and falling down farther and farther. Driving me nuts.
This is Cushing Highway.
Yes, that evening.
And why'd you return back to the home?
I brought the fire department back to the house to investigate the pool.
And so how did you do that, sir?
The fire department brought high-powered floodlights and a pike pole to like scrape the pool to see if there's anything inside.
And what did you see happen when they did that?
They found a pool skimmer at the bottom, and then they used that pool skimmer because it was wider than the pike pole to scrape the bottom of the pool.
And was anything recovered?
No.
And about how long was this? Did it take to do this checking of the pool?
15 minutes.
And after you did that, what did you do next?
Returned back to the police station.
But what time do you think you got back to the police station?
10:30 or so.
And so did you do anything further on January 4th?
Would have reviewed the notes I had thus far.
Okay. And then what's next in the investigation?
I spoke to Jem the following day.
Okay. So now we're on January 5th.
Yes.
Okay. So walk us through January 5th as far as what you did as the investigation to find Anna Walshe.
I began contacting friends and family, gathering more background information. I created a missing persons bulletin, and I disseminated that to the department internally. I believe it went out on our social media. I sent it to the Mass Fusion Center, the Mass Crime Net, and the South Shore Detectives as a shared distribution list.
And may we have Exhibit 47, the poster? So, sir, this is the poster that you circulated?
Yes.
And I want to ask you about some of the places that you circulated it. You can take it down now, Ms. Gilman. Thank you. You said Fusion? What's that?
The Massachusetts Fusion Center. It's a information sharing system for law enforcement.
And besides them, what other organizations did you share it with?
Mass Crime Net. It's a distribution list for detectives and investigators.
And then was there a third?
South Shore Detectives.
And so I take it that's just the police departments in the South Shore.
Correct.
So you've circulated the flyer. It's January 5th. Now what are you doing?
I began checking for financial records to see if there were any recent transactions. The phone was pinged the night prior, and we were reviewing the phone location data that day.
Okay. And so you're reviewing phone location data. And in addition to that, do you do anything as far as searching the area that day?
A canine track was conducted a area search with a canine was conducted in the house.
Can you tell
us? The rear of the house, excuse me.
The rear of the house. All right. So what's the rear of the house like at 516?
It's wooded. If you go through the woods straight back behind the house, you'll reach another neighborhood.
About how far is it between the two neighborhoods?
Less than a quarter mile.
And how is this area search conducted? You said a canine, but what's that entail?
A canine handler and the dog will do a scent search to see if there's any odors that jump out to the dog, if there's any indication.
Who is the canine handler that worked on this?
Sergeant Reardon.
And what department is he affiliated with?
Cohasset.
And so was anyone else involved in the search at this point in time?
No.
So after the canine search is done, what else do you do on this case on the 5th?
We checked for any Amtrak travel. We had troopers from that are assigned to the Logan Airport check each ticketing agency to see if there's any travel for Anna.
And what did you do as far as checking in with any cab companies or anything like that?
I began calling cab companies from Quincy to Plymouth.
Any other ride shares that you checked on?
We checked with Lyft and Uber to see if there were any pickups in that area of town.
And besides checking with the troopers at Logan Airport and cab companies and ride shares, what else did you do on the 5th?
We requested additional resources.
And who did you request for additional resources from?
My supervisor reached out to the Norfolk County, the troopers assigned to the Norfolk County DA's office.
And did you have the opportunity to meet with any of those troopers on January 5th?
Yes.
About what time did you meet with the troopers on January 5th?
About 5 p.m.
Where did you meet with them?
Cohasset Police Station.
And who did you meet with?
Trooper Chico and Sergeant Buchanan.
And what did you do when you met with the troopers on the 5th?
I brought them up to speed on the investigation thus far, and we listened to the audio recording of that first interview.
After that was done, did you do anything else besides just reviewing the recording with the troopers?
We went to the house.
About what time do you think you got to the house?
8:30.
And who went to the house?
Myself, Sergeant Hunt, Detective Lieutenant Lopes, Trooper Chico, and Sergeant Buchanan.
Who is Sergeant Hunt?
Cohasset Police Sergeant. He's now retired.
And who is Detective Lieutenant Lopes?
My supervisor.
And the other two were the state troopers.
Correct.
And so who was present at 516 CJC when you arrived on January 5th?
The nanny, Robin Howe, was leaving as we arrived. Present was the defendant, his mother, and his 3 children.
And so what did you do that night as far as dealing with the defendant?
I conducted a second interview.
And who participated with the second interview?
Myself, Sergeant Hunt, Trooper DeChico, and the defendant.
And where did this interview take place?
That same dining room table.
Where was Detective Lieutenant Lopes and Sergeant Buchanan?
They were in the living room on the other side of the staircase.
And who was with them?
The defendant's mother.
And what access did people have to, what access did you have to the living room?
It's an open floor concept, so the only barrier in between those 2 rooms was the staircase.
Now, Your Honor, may I have a moment?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. That interview on January 5th, was it recorded?
It was.
And have you reviewed that interview?
I have.
And does it fairly and accurately depict the interview you had with the defendant that night and Sergeant Hunt and Trooper Chico?
Yes.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to enter a drive with the interview from January 5th as the next exhibit, which would be, I believe, 54.
Subject to the earlier objections, any new objections? It'll be marked and admitted as Exhibit 54.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have it as 50.
Hi there. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. Are you busy right now?
Thank you.
You're in New York. You're walking down a
Your Honor, with the
court.
court's permission, may we play Exhibit 54?
You may.
Thank you. Ms. Gilman, could you play the interview from January 5th? Thank you.
You're spoiled. You are spoiled.
The recorder is on. It is 1956, January 5th, 2023. We were at your home. We're at 516 CJC Highway. My name is Harrison Schmidt. I'm a detective with Cohasset Police. Present is Trooper
Chico, my assignment at Northwest DA's office. My name is spelled B-I-C-I-C-O.
and Sergeant Garrett with Cohasset.
Brian.
Beautiful. So I'd just like to circle back to
That was not me.
Last weekend. So could you start me with in the morning? So when you woke up, I remember when we talked, I was just going back to my notes and taking everything up. When we talked, I had up until
You're so
in 11. Could you fill me in starting from when you woke up on the 1st, so that was Sunday morning?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Baby Brian.
Let me make it up real fast.
Around 7-ish, so, when it's about light, and then I get up.
That hurts my nose. That hurts my nose when you do that.
And then, I get the day going. I'm supposed to change William and Brian in the morning. I didn't. I'm 50-50, 100%. So we went down and I made French toast for one of the days off. I made French toast, and so I made French toast.
You're right. Surprised I hadn't got blocked already. Hey, that hurts. Hurts when you slap me. Thank you.
I was expecting to see my mother later, so the kids and I played all the gifts and things that we had.
It was 2 hours and I didn't have.
And then Robin showed up at 2. And then I had to go out to get for low and orange juice and milk and things like that. So I went to Shaw's, and then I went to. Then I got off a bit late to go see my mother, and then we went to Whole Foods and CVS, and then I came back. That was pretty much the whole day.
Okay.
Before that, I listened to your interview. And you said that, I think you said at the beginning that had woken you at about 6 when she was leaving.
She kisses me goodbye.
So you did wake up and you did.
I knew, yeah.
All right, go for yourself.
I
had enough.
Just like 5 hours back to sleep.
Okay, no other conversation.
That's pretty much what I had to go to. We've gotten into a routine. I used to get up with her, and then I would be too. I was just woke up for the kids. So.
Okay, and then but your son also saw Hannah before you left.
Yeah, when I came down, I said, "Sorry, Mom, I had to go early." And he said, "Yeah, it's fine."
So this is like he was like 7 years old.
Yeah, I came down at 7. He was on the couch playing with his iPad.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
To clear that because it wasn't kind of completely.
No, I'm nothing's clear anymore.
Can you tell me what she was wearing? Like when she left, if you remember?
I'm sorry. I really. She never dressed on her, her underwear. I guess the stuff is down here. Sometimes she keeps it under her arm. So sometimes, because she's getting herself ready in underwear normally. So but I know she always got a black dress.
I don't know if the siren is by his house where they're doing the interview, or if it's outside the courtroom like it was earlier.
That's normally if something on that's her standby, or she has one of the flowery dresses, but I don't know what she was wearing that day. I do know that she wore she had to have worn her short black coat, because I was listening. She wore her unders, which is odd. Normally she wears fancy shoes to leave.
And what color are the boots again?
They're blue gray.
And the pocketbooks, stuff like that.
Yeah, she had a Louis Vuitton bag,
Yeah.
and then she had her black bag. I think with products on. But she has like 5 or 6 products.
You're confident that she took that with her, like that hasn't turned up and
No.
was here.
Okay, yesterday in the interview that we heard earlier, a little bit ago, she only had her Louis Vuitton bag. Now she has the Louis Vuitton bag and another bag, a black bag, the Prada bag. So, because she has 5 or 6 Prada bags that she carries with her. So, which is it? Did she have the one Louis Vuitton bag? Or did she have the Louis Vuitton bag and the Prada bag? We changed it. Did you catch that? Where's Deception Detective?
The only thing that turned up was when you were here last night with Tiffany sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
For
She
Tiffany
did not take
sunglasses.
that.
And were you able to track down where she left those or where,
Where she left her sunglasses?
it was Thomas that found them, right? No, William?
Brian was playing with them. Maybe Thomas found them. I think they were right there because they go in there and start like taking stuff. So.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry if I sidetracked now.
This is why I want my money back from Plateful. I paid full price for their viral mason jar vacuum sealer, and now they just...
Has anything like this ever happened before?
You know, no, it's totally is not a normal thing at all. And the reason why I didn't call sooner, one was that when she leaves, if she was coming here and she was 5 minutes late, I would freak out. And the week before, she was late for Christmas because she, as I said, she worked late for December 24th. Yeah. So I was like, are you coming? You're missing. I emailed her and I called people and she's like, hey, I missed the flight. I was canceled.
My neighbor's starting her Camaro. And she's got glass packs on it. If she hits it, it's going to get so loud you can't hear TV or computer. I can feel it vibrating. She's only in her her daughter, it was like 8 years old now, maybe 2nd, 3rd grade. I don't know, but they're very young people. Everybody in our neighborhood is young except us. We're old fogies.
Driving up. So I didn't have the phone and she wasn't coming, so I held off. And then I should have called work on Tuesday and on Wednesday. I don't know.
Go ahead. Sorry. So going back to Sunday, you didn't have your phone for the duration of Sunday, is that correct?
I didn't have, the phone was with, I think it was in bed the whole time. Because Thomas found it, Robin took
Earlier, Thomas took it with him when they went to the play area, and now he's saying it was dead all day and Thomas found it.
The day he just was up there, and then Thomas, I guess, they went to the garbage to report because I guess they brought his phone on his phone away a while ago in the garbage. So they were out in the garbage, and then they came back, and Thomas went upstairs to play with William, and they brought the phone down. And I think Robin was there, so and then we got it thrown up for my mother. So, and that's when I called. I got my phone back. I called, and that's when things I got. Normally not. The call's been a while. That's the last time I know what's going on.
Right.
So it was. I didn't just give me the exact what was going on with the emergency. Normally she updates me. She's had several emergencies with the FBI. She's going crossing at one point. That was her building. Huge leaks in Mazda or TJ Maxx was going to leave, and then there was a disgruntled resident that she was dealing with. So anytime she had one of those big, she debriefs me on it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Okay. So then, when was it that you got your phone back?
I called on at like 2:30 or 3:30 on Monday. So it was a Monday.
You said about 2:30 to 3:30?
So yeah, I think it was actually 2:30 because the moment I got it.
2:33.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So then, going back to the morning of the first, so you do French toast. You run some errands, OJ and milk.
Yeah, that was later. That was later in the afternoon. And during the morning, it was the French toast, and then we played with a bunch of toys for Christmas. They were going to watch a movie and things like that. So,
Okay. So then you went to see your mother?
yeah, after I saw them around 4.
Did you take the boys and go?
No, they stayed with Rob.
They stayed with Rob.
Yeah, they
Okay.
stayed with Rob. But I was considering if Ivana was here, maybe we were all gone, and I was gone, and some of the things changed, switched up. But we had Robin scheduled for.
Okay. So what vehicle did you drive up?
Did I drive up? No, I will.
Where's that now, if you don't mind me asking?
It's so a bunch of people come to visit and support, so I couldn't get in, so I parked right out there. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then, so the pickup truck, who's that?
That belongs to Rob.
Okay, and then so.
That belongs to my mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we have other cars in here, and then the press. So.
Okay, very good. So how long were you visiting your mom?
A few hours.
And what is she? It's the Swampscott?
Yeah, yeah.
Give me address.
330 Paradise Road. What was that?
Okay.
Some moms want to build income from home. They just don't want to post, pitch, or be online all the time. That's exactly.
So, it sounds like Anna had a really stressful job.
That's true. Some people would call them.
Yeah, I bet. Sounds like Anna had a really stressful job.
So, just to be clear, her experience was that she was over her head. As I said, it was a job of her dreams, and she got like 2 or 3 times the money that she had been making before.
Yeah.
And she was worried to a certain extent that she was over her head, and she kept talking about that. And then being away from the family was very difficult too.
Yeah, that's a lot. And what did she do prior to this job?
She worked for Jen, who was here on New Year's Eve.
But what did she do?
Yeah, she was his, he runs a real estate company, and she was the operations officer.
So it's just a similar job, just larger scale, more money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a way larger scale.
Yeah.
Multi-billion-dollar company, and it was a lot. It was overwhelming. It was unbelievably overwhelming.
I know that in the previous conversation we had with Detective Spence last night, you mentioned the distance, the issues that you were having on your end.
Yeah.
This job caused some depression between you guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna ask, point of question there, has she ever talked about suicide?
No. She never said that. She talked to Jen for an hour and a half. I know you spoke to her about how the year had been and how she was really unhappy about the trial and things the court case taking longer, us not being able to be together. And she kept saying I could come back, and then she's like, well, I can only have 100,000, a smaller job. And I was like, no, we've made these huge sacrifices for you to be there at the townhouse. We'll stick it out. She was going to see a psychiatrist when she first actually brought that up. But I spoke to Jim about it today. He spoke to me about it today, and he basically said, hey, it's fine. It doesn't mean there was any problem. She had a problem, and she should do it in a healthy way. So that was his experience.
Okay, so no past talk, no past attempts on it?
No past attempts, no.
And is the marriage okay? Have you guys talked about separating or?
No, not at all. I mean, we've been separate, so it's been sad for us. We love spending time together, and think about when kids grow up, what time we have together. So during the pandemic, with all the family time best for us, it just wasn't like that. We really enjoyed each other's company. So a friend, my mother was like, what do you think about Anna? And we're just friends. It looks like we really enjoy each other's company. I keep bringing that up to her all the time, but that wasn't that wasn't the problem. Also, I mean, it's just the idea of separation for her comes from like a family that, her mother and father were 47 years. And for me, coming from a divorce family that I enjoyed, that was like, it just really wasn't. I mean, I don't think so. At least for me, that was my experience. And maybe she wasn't telling us something as well as that possible. But for me, I just couldn't imagine it.
You mentioned that in the past, years ago, you lived together in DC, right?
We lived together, yeah, we did.
And then there was some problems, like I think 2013, and you came here.
Yeah, I came back to Boston. I was like, DC's not working. And then she, a few months later, she basically said, okay, she came to Boston.
So that was, you just didn't like DC?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I guess, no, that's not a fair statement. But I didn't like DC, just, it was, maybe I wasn't ready for such a serious relationship at the time, and I was uncomfortable in a new town. So obviously there was more layers to it, and I wasn't used to what a relationship meant, and I was just a solo operator, and now I wasn't, and that was difficult for me. I struggled with that. So I think that was it. And then Anna realized that she wanted to be with me, and then that being in Boston was fine. So, and then
Ms. Gilman, could you pause, please? And for the record, Your Honor, this has been paused at 14 minutes and 33 seconds on the media player.
All right, great. We're going to use our lunch break, and we'll be back at 2 o'clock. Thank you very much.
All right, please. Close your notebooks.
They're taking a lunch break. Okay, so we've been here 3.5 hours. We've got another there's another 3 hours of this. Okay, so since we haven't really gotten into any real information yet. Tomorrow we're gonna skip the rest of this, his interviews and stuff and his lies and whatever, and then tomorrow I'll start with day 2 of testimonies, and with the Commonwealth testimony. We could see what Brian Enton has to say tomorrow, because he just posted something 8 hours ago. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start with Brian Enton, because it's only 29 minutes, and then we'll go into day 2 of testimonies. So currently I am going to end this out and turn this off, because I have heard enough of that one. So, I mean, he seems like he's doing a good job of acting like he doesn't know where she's at. But really, he brought this all on himself, because if she'd suddenly passed away in bed like he said, and he pushed her far enough that she actually rolled off of the bed, and he realized she wasn't living anymore, he should have right then called law enforcement. Then he wouldn't be in any trouble. I mean, serial. He wouldn't be in any trouble, because they'd have been able to do an autopsy and find out that it was just sudden. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Thank you. It's been 15 wonderful years. Not all of them have been easy, but we've made it through because we agree to disagree and we don't argue. And him being gone on the road a lot has a lot to do with it. Because he does kind of start getting on my nerves when he's home for 5 or 6 or 7 days. Like vacation just drives me nuts. But anyway, yeah. So I'm happy that and he called me today, tell me happy anniversary. But before he did, he said, "Did you make the house payment?" Yes, I made the house payment. Okay, so, okay. But, okay, thank you. And tomorrow we'll start with day 2 of testimonies and see what Brian Eaton had to say. And I'll get that all set up this evening. So, while we were sitting here, I had another sale on eBay. This morning I sold a butter knife dish that is it's a silver plated butter dish that's got a glass insert and a lid, and then behind it's got a little stand up there, and the butter knife sits on the stand. I sold that, and then while we were sitting here doing the sale, I sold a longer burger basket. So since Friday, when we were coming home from Arkansas, I got my first sale on eBay since we started listing on eBay again. And I have packaged up 9 different items. This Longa burger basket will be the 10th. I mean, it's the second Longa burger basket I've sold this week. So I only have, I think, one more, and it's just a little one that hangs on the wall. It's like a wall pocket basket. But yeah, so, and then I had some items that I was going to list, and I told my husband, don't list those. I can't find them. So I go down to our storage shed, and it's not down there. I go in my RV garage, it's not there. I look in my basement, it's not there. The next day, I go in my RV garage looking for something totally different and found the item I told my husband to unlist because I didn't want it to go on eBay. And I said, I'm fixing to put it on eBay. Don't delist it. You know, he said, are you sure you've got it? I mean, it's an antique coat rack that, I don't know if I can find it. I'm going to have to go on my eBay. Bid or something. I'll have to look at that again because I missed it. It's the lighting. The lighting won't let it show. What is the? There you go. You can kind of see it. Really, it's brass and it's all filigree. It's got a little ledge here where her purse would go. Up here, it's got an indent where she could hang her umbrella, and then her hat and coat would go over it. and it's gorgeous. So, but it's listed. So, anyway, all right. And let me see what you just texted me. The clock Grandpa said you could have. I don't, what clock? Oh, you mean the real tall clock that's down in my basement? The antique one? With the pendulum? You can have it. It's just sitting behind my TV. Cast iron, yeah. Yeah, you can have it. It's sitting in my basement behind my TV because I don't use it. I don't keep a battery in it. Next time I see you, I will bring it to you. It folds, yeah. It's real tall, like taller than my TV. My TV in my living room is now up on my mantle. Butch and CJ put it up on the mantle for me. So now I don't have anything in front of my fireplace. And I got a new ficus tree. It's like this one, except it still has the price tag on it. It's brand new. And I put it in the window next to the fireplace, and I'm going to decorate it for Christmas in my living room. And because I've already got so many presents to put around it. But I don't know what that was. So anyway, I am going to get off of here. Excuse me, sir. I need my mouse pad. Thank you. This cat. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's so lovable. I don't know where Church is. We still haven't found him. But Edward's been in the house a whole lot more since Church isn't here. I guess Edward just didn't like Church. How's your sword? Your sword's okay. All right. So I'm going to get off here. I will see you tomorrow again at 1:30. And oh, big boy. All right. And we'll go into day 2. So thanks for being here. Do something nice for someone, even if it's just be the reason they smile, and search for crime.